television, and Tangela too. And our host, Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to you! Creature features, and all creatures, and all features! And the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent Van Dahl. With me is my studious, if somewhat bewildered and overwhelmed butler, Mr. Livingston. And the dainty living doll over to this side, whose beauty, grace, and charm is surpassed in quantity only by the sheer number of warrants for arrest issued in her name, would be my soft-spoken housemate, Miss Tangela. And we have a most incredible program in store just for you. Firstly, our film. Tonight we shall present for the first time ever on Creature Features, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
I still have no idea how you do that.
Tangela taught me that trick. Piece of cake, really. Simply point your mouth towards the concave glass above the mezzanine and use your loudest voice.
Echo. Ow!
Well played, mate. Onward. This made-for-television movie from 1993 is actually a fairly well-done film, albeit helmed by several somewhat forgettable stars, though it does contain a few actors of note for which you may be familiar, like Tim Russ. He portrayed the Vulcan Tuvok on Star Trek Voyager. And yet another Roddenberry alum would be Carol Struycken. He played the giant Mr. Hom on The Next Generation. And we cannot for a moment overlook F. Murray Abraham. Quite a fine thespian is he, despite the fact that he happened to portray the miserable sod who murdered Mozart. And finally, horror director Sam Raimi is at the bottom of the credits list for portraying Collins. Not sure why, but you should watch for him. Oh, of course. Tangela said I would be amiss to not mention that the film utilizes Sir John Neville, who portrayed Baron Munchausen in the 1988 film of the same name.
A ridiculous film.
Never mind him. He always becomes cross when films about German characters are not presented in the German language. Guest-wise, we'll be joined by the talented Andrew Goldfarb. He's the editor-in-chief of the wonderfully bizarre Freaky magazine. It's something like Mad Magazine, but far more mad-like and madly. He'll tell us everything there is to know about his rag, regale us with tales about the other wonderful things he has in the works, and chime in about tonight's film. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of underground fright, right here on Creature Features.
Oh, Codswallop.
Well done, mate. Stay tuned. Welcome to Creature Features. It's that time of the week that, people like this time of the week because it's not the other time of the week, which works
That's
out
true.
nicely. It's
Yeah.
the Creature Feature time of the week.
Sometimes.
Yes, and we're with Andrew Goldfarb. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Goldfarb.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
You can also say the slow poisoner.
Why would I say the slow poisoner?
Well, it rolls off the tongue, maybe a little more showbiz-like than Andrew Goldfarb. But what I do is I stick it in between. So I'll just do it once.
Let me hear you do it.
Andrew, the slow poisoner, Goldfarb.
I won't say that.
Okay.
And not because I don't want to or refuse, it's because I cannot put those syllables together accurately.
I understand, and it often comes out the slow prisoner, which
I can do that.
I tried to work into my act for
The
a while,
slow prisoner.
and I was doing the stripey thing, and that was good.
Oh, all right.
But the ball and chain was a drag.
Ball and chain's a drag. That's a good one.
So
Wait, we have not properly introduced you. So you, Andrew the poisoner, slow poisoner, Goldfarb, which I can say slowly once.
You've managed
I can do
that
slowly
now.
once.
It's all
You are editor and grand poobah of Freaky Magazine.
Yes, that is one of the things I do.
No, I imagine that's only one because there's more things that you do, right?
One of
the things.
Yes. Not that anything else I do is important, because it could be like one of the things and the other thing is tying my shoes. And you...
No, I'm exactly the same way. People think all I do is sit in this chair all day.
You don't tie your shoes.
No, not these.
So it wouldn't be one of your two things.
I'm not good at tying my shoes. It's not that I don't know how. It's because I don't do it well enough, so they stay tied. So I always trip on my shoelaces, so now I buy shoes with zippers only.
I understand that. They look well worn.
They are.
I imagine walking a mile in your shoes.
Enough about me. Let's talk about you. We are going to watch Journey to the Center of the Earth with you from 1993, and you've seen this movie a long time ago, I understand.
No, I watched it very recently.
Oh, you did? Because
yes.
you knew you were going to be on the show and we were going to show this film.
I did. I watched it while I was painting these splotches of paint on my shirt.
You made that shirt?
Well, the shirt came with the skulls. My friend Gary gave me a shirt with skulls on it. But I figured I would paint on the shirt while watching the film, and then I would be able to tell whether it was more interesting to watch the paint dry or to watch the 1993 Journey to the Center of the Earth. And for the first 20, 30, even 40 minutes, the paint drying was a little more captivating, but then, man, it switched everything.
Tell me, does that glow in the dark paint?
I hope.
It looks like it is.
We're in a very luminous environment. I think things glow here.
We need to put on lights here because this is a dark home.
We're all getting better at seeing.
Right, one would hope. Eat carrots and other good vegetables. All right, what do you say we start this film, and then we get back, let's take a look at your magazine.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. All right, off we go. Journey to the Center of the Earth, 1993. This is a good movie, despite what reviewers and critics might say.
Hang in there.
Check it out. See you soon.
Volcanoes, the boundaries of the Earth, ladies and gentlemen, where the very wheels of planetary evolution still turn. And where, I am here to tell you, you will find the only viable doorway to the inner world.
Doorway to what?
The inner world. Egyptians, Greeks, the Norse, Romans, all told of vast inhabitable regions beneath the earth. The same people who gave us science, logic, astronomy. This volcanic bubble, if you will, is just one of thousands that weave a path to the Earth's core. Estimated at over 3,000 miles across and as high in places as 5,000 feet, you could slide the entire United States into it. If one had proper craft, they could descend into a live volcano.
Is this a joke?
No, they could descend into a live volcano. Where enormous temperatures weaken the geological crust to just the solid side of liquid. Then a sonic blast of suitable amplitude could open the momentary doorway to the inner world. It's very clear. It's possible.
You're crazy when they call you a lunatic, a crackpot, a dreamer.
Why won't they believe? Those minds can't be forced open. Put a move on it. I've got a surprise for you. They really call me a dreamer? Put a move on. Huh? Behold. The Geo Explorer. Will it work? There's only one way to find out. Forward. Ever forward.
Maps are all starting to fly close to our launch threshold, Control. The rate of lava shift seems like it's rising. Fast.
That's a Roger, Mountain Base. You confirm on lava shift, Firebird. Over.
No question, Chief. Lava flows on the north base are doing twice what they were on our last check.
And we're showing a new breakup near the south rim, Firebird. Can you check it out?
Acknowledge. On our way to confirm now. Don't know how close we can get with these temperatures, but...
The center dome is letting go, Control. Center dome is now letting go.
Oh, my God. It's gonna blow.
Control the Harley. It looks like it's gotta be now or never, Jim. Your call.
This is Firebird. That's Roger on South Rim breakup. Ongoing in close to the eyeball on the dome. Oh, it could be any minute now.
Chris! Collins! Put a move on! It's happening now! This is it! This is it! I'm telling you, Collins, all you gotta do is agree. My uncle will go along with it.
No, Chris. Once your uncle sets his mind to something, that's it.
All non-essential personnel must clear the area. Repeat.
We're going in, Collins. Now! Uncle Jim, take me instead! Now! We have been through this. No, wait! If we wait any longer, nobody will go in. But Collins says the decision is yours. He'll stand aside. Buckle up, Collins.
Aye, sir.
I need you here. You know all the work I've done, all the research. You're the only one who understands, who believes like I do. If something happens, I need to know there'll be someone who'll carry on. Maybe come and get me if I get lost. Wait! Karen, here! Take this. Now you gotta come home, because I want it back. Forward. Ever forward.
This is Control to Geo Explorer. Jim, do you read me?
Under control.
Report now. Confirming launch coordinates.
Sooner the better, boys. It's coming hot and heavy down there now.
Thank you, Firebird. Raise Geo Explorer into launch position. Minus 60 seconds. Over unit. This is Control. Confirm telemetry and tracking from your position, please. Minus 45.
We got him. It's working.
That's a Roger. Thank you. Jim?
Coordinates confirmed. Beginning engine reignition check.
Now. Control, this is Mountain Base. Seismic activity increasing fast. Suggest you launch as soon as possible. Repeat, as soon as possible.
Minus 15 seconds.
Control, our readings indicate the eruption has started. Can you confirm, Firebird?
Affirmative. Eruption has begun. It's gonna rip wide open any second now.
Too soon! No! No!
Jim, we're not sure you can launch in time.
I won't turn back now. We're going in, damn it.
All units, evacuate now.
Prepare to fire engines on my mark.
Central crater's drawing down, Control. You've got 10 seconds, maybe less.
Geo Explorer, this is Control. Final countdown engaged. Ship turning into final launch angle now. All systems are go. And you are ready for release. Good luck, Jim.
Now!
Ship is away. Repeat, ship is away. Geo Explorer, this is Control. Do you copy? Over. Jim, this is Control. Come in, please. Over. Firebird, this is Control. Can you confirm ship status? Over.
Negative, Control.
Not a chance in hell.
Keel Explorers into Control. Do you copy? Over.
No way they lived through that. I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. Chris? Chris? Mr. Turner?
Mr. Wentworth, we'll see you now. We'll see you now. We'll see you now.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you'll have to call you back. Mr. Turner, would you follow me, please? Mr. Wentworth is ready for you now.
Welcome, Mr. Turner.
Thanks for coming. Thank you, sir. Your uncle's theories are a hobby of mine. Brilliant man, Jim Harlick. Unorthodox, yet a free thinker. Priceless commodity, a mind like that. Which is why you are here.
Exactly. Now, sir, I have factored out my uncle's seismic predictive methods.
We're aware of your results.
Excuse me. Christopher Edison Turner, Dr. Margot Peterson. Oh, I'm sorry. You know one another?
We've met. Dr. Peterson and I come from opposite sides of the scientific tracks. Why is she here?
Dr. Peterson is head of my research division. I thought you were aware of that.
No, sir, I wasn't.
I'm a futurist, Mr. Turner. I'm concerned with where we're going. And we're rushing headlong into oblivion. Pollution, overpopulation, apathy. We live in a planetary community, Mr. Turner. While my father was making billions destroying the surface, I used my allowance to tunnel under it. Life in outer space is centuries off. Inner space is not. You are not the only one, for varying reasons, who is intent on going under. Whereas I am the only one rich enough to risk paying for it.
And that's why I'm here, sir. And this is how I'm going to get there. 4 crew, powered by thermal steam turbines, once we're under. And this is going to render all previous tunneling technology obsolete.
Sonic blaster. Behold the Avenger.
182 feet long, 200 tons, fully loaded with a 4-inch thick solid titanium hull on a triad of all-terrain treads. 7 crew with room for 3 more. Self-generating fuel supply. It's completely omnifibious in nature. The Sonic 4 units are incorporated in...
You stole my designs, my research! Liberated your ideas, Mr. Turner, expanded them, and started construction almost 2 years ago. Sue me. Or come on board as a full partner, Captain Turner. There's just one condition.
What's that?
Dr. Peterson goes with you.
What?
As my personal representative, if you like. Well, she's been with the program from the beginning. She'll co-supervise mission preparations. And you will, of course, be in command, Captain, once the mission is underway. It's an irrevocable condition, Mr. Turner. Decide. I'm an insanely busy man.
Hello YouTube viewers, have you subscribed yet? I see a few of you have forgotten to do so. I am somewhat disappointed. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, we are with Mr. Andrew Goldfarb. He is the editor-in-chief of Freaky Magazine. I'm going to talk about this in a moment. But first, the film. So, 2 craft are down in the center of the Earth.
The second craft, I've got to say, though, they've got these maroon outfits that really say that they mean business, right? I mean, when you see like 6 or 7 people wearing these sort of maroon jumpsuits, things are going to happen.
Now, you know, it's a good color if you are either a rescue mission or Santa Claus.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And, you know, the whole Hollow Earth thing, you know, it's sort of back. I think there's a lot of new energy around the flat Earth and the Hollow Earth.
No, it must come back like every 40 years, right? 1993, 2023, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
maybe my math is not as good as it used to be, but
I know that recently professional athletes have been returning to the flat Earth theory.
Oh, not this again. Flat Earth. You know, all you need to do is go to the beach and look at the horizon, and you can see that it's not flat.
Well, that's, right. And then the really advanced theory, beyond the Hollow Earth theory that we see in the film, is the idea that the world is an inverted globe, and we're on the inside. You know, when we look up, the stars are the lights of China, because we're on the inside.
No, and China has some nice lights.
Right.
Right. No.
Which is why they're positioned.
There was an episode of Star Trek that covered something like this.
It's
Trek
a thinker.
Next Generation, right.
Yeah.
And, you know, they called it a Dyson sphere.
Oh.
And it was a giant sphere, and there was a sun in the middle, and the occupants were all along the
You'll
inside.
never know, you know, unless you're, I guess, in space.
Right.
Well,
speaking of space,
that's not happening.
I want to talk about the space in between my hands, which is
it will turn your fingers black, but it looks like you've got the gloves, so it's all going to match, especially on those with the photographs.
It's worth it. It's like old school newsprint, right?
Right, which is why the fingers turn black, because that's the way we used to do it.
You know, the Times of London
in the 60s,
used
70s.
to do the same thing, and that was a good sign. If you could tell how smart someone was by how black their fingers were, because it meant they read the Times.
Or their chimney sweeps.
Or their chimney sweeps.
Also,
I never thought of that.
A font of knowledge.
I wonder how many people I credited with being smart who is simply something else.
Well, if you've got grime on you, you've learned something.
All right, we are talking about everything except your magazine, my friend. Tell me, how did you start this?
Well, I was drawing some funny pages, and, you know, other folks that I knew was drawing some funny pages, too. And I thought we'd put it all together in a little booklet and put it out on a regular basis, which is something that people used to do really frequently. Not so much now, because there's the internets, which are wonderful for so many things, but you can't smell them.
No.
And what I'm about to do, you can only try at home, which is to huff some freaky magazine, because this is fresh off. You've got fresh off the printer there, so take a big sniff.
It smells like the Times.
Right. It's knowledge.
It's like being in London again, except instead of looking at bad news, I'm looking at good news.
And you could wrap your fish and chips in it, right? Because
that's right.
after you.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it's good for the eating as well.
It's good for everything. All right, we're going to talk some more about this when we come back. But first, let's get back to Journey to the Center of the Earth as he smells his magazine. And we will see you guys on the other side of the letters. See you soon.
For what it's worth, Turner, I think you made the right choice. Now should we discuss the rest of the crew?
Fine. Who'd you have in mind?
Dr. Teshu Ishikawa of the Biobotanical Institute. She's the world's foremost authority on plant-based food sources and the ship's medical officer.
Good. Done. Here's the rest of the crew.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Miss Peterson, when's the last time your life was in danger? I mean, besides some virus jumping out of a petri dish at you.
What does that have to do with it?
Assembling this team is about balance. We can't go poking around worlds unknown with a bunch of lab coats. There's an inherent risk factor.
I'm well aware of the risks.
No, not risk. Risk factor. A statistical variable defining response to danger and the unknown. The stuff that attacks the lizard brain in all of us and then either cripples you or makes you stronger. Lab coats have never been exposed to that. These people have. In fact, they like it. These three fit every conceivable physical situation we could possibly encounter.
Sandra Miller, psychologist and champion rock climber.
Also spelunker. Master caver.
Anthony Lestrella. World's youngest jet aircraft test pilot and video game champion.
Has the world's fastest hand-eye reaction time.
Joe Briggs.
Ex-Navy SEAL. Still holds the all-time solo descent diving record.
This only makes 6 crew members. What about the 7th?
Well, I haven't got a recent photo, but it's Dr. Cecil Chalmers.
What?
The decision's already made. There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't be serious. What possible function could that supernatural crackpot?
Dr. Chalmers is the categorical expert on legendarology and all mythic lore dealing with the inner world.
So what?
Of what there is to know about where we're going. He knows everything. He advised my uncle.
Did your uncle a lot of good?
Closed minds. Miss Peterson. Every great civilization has stories of a vast and magical inner world. My uncle believed that. Chalmers knows it. And that is why I'm going down there, to prove it.
You haven't sold out, Chris. Now, not another word. You made the right decision. Besides, Wentworth may have stolen your ideas, but once we're under, we will have effectively stolen his ship, so to speak. By Jove, it's brilliant! I'll be with you Monday week as ordered. Captain.
No, not to worry. It's just turkey expanding.
Oh, I got this one. I think I'm in love.
Hey! Can't you read? You touch this stuff the wrong way, boom. All they find is a shoe heel. Thank you, my man.
Now, it's critical you all appreciate the danger of this project, constituting a risk factor 10 times that of any NASA mission to date. Now, if you decide to sign on, you'll be paid $1 million in cash. The mission should take 6 months.
Hey, not that I couldn't use a cool mill. Maybe get me a portion or two. But, Captain, I couldn't help but notice we're sitting on the edge of one of nature's time bombs.
Is there something you're not telling us, Captain?
Everything you need to know is detailed in the manuals once you've signed the contracts and secrecy agreements.
According to our data, within a year, Mount Oliver is due for a major eruption. Now, our training and preparation is scheduled to be completed in 6 months, well ahead of the window of opportunity. Now, at that time, we will launch, administering a sonic blast to the molten lava, opening a momentary doorway to the inner world.
Well, that about wraps it up, Turner. I'll take that return ticket now.
You haven't heard everything yet, Mr. Briggs.
I heard enough. Now, I've dived everything from oil to toxic waste. Even did a gig in a nuclear reactor once because some fool dropped his Walkman in it. But I have never heard of anybody diving through solid damn rock.
Not solid, liquid.
Right. Liquid damn rock. Do you know what kind of temperatures you're talking about?
We're not free diving through magma, Briggs.
Well, then how in the hell are we supposed to get down there? In a sub?
Not exactly. welcome to your new home, the Adventure.
Oh, Margot, this is incredible.
Be kidding. At last, don't you think, Chris?
Reminds me of myself in many ways.
Ah! Jeez. You broke it.
No, next time I break it.
The systems, Mr. Chalmers, required a housing of this size. No more, no less.
What if we encounter a subterranean sea?
The Adventure is completely omnifibious in nature. Like a frog. No, that's a dual environment species. This is omnifibious. Not all terrain, any terrain.
We're gonna fly this.
Yes, Mr. Lestrella, we are. We're also gonna drive it and tunnel it through the earth.
What's the power source?
It's in the reactor chamber back this way, just ahead of the main thrusters.
Nice.
60 pounds of synthetic, fusionable, self-regenerating material. Has indefinite range.
No stops at Texaco. Damn straight.
Well, I still don't get it. It's so big. How can we possibly move around down there? I mean, what if you run into like a really small cave or something?
I thought you'd never ask. That's why I designed the Sonic Blaster.
And why I perfected it. We've prepared a small demonstration. With your permission, Captain?
Absolutely. It's over this way, people.
Commence with the sonic bore test, Tom.
Now hear this. Now hear this. Sonic bore firing.
Everybody
in
ready?
20 seconds. Clear the area. Clear the area.
Power grid engaging. Target coordinates locked and binding. All systems green and ready to fire on command.
Prepare to fire. Fire! Tested the sonic bore on every existing geostructure known to man. Nothing withstands it.
When do we go inside?
Right now! If anyone has any reservations about the project, now's the time to decline.
Oh, Captain,
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, all right! Put them on, then. We got a lot of work to do.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to Creature Features. Mr. Andrew had to step away for a moment, or Tangela made him step away. You know, she does that sometimes.
I think she frightened him.
Well, you know, she frightens lots of people. She frightens giant men, giant monster men. So, anyways, we're going to do some mail because she's here and he's here.
And we have some.
And you've got mail, right?
Indeed.
Tell me what you got, Mr. Livingston.
There's something from a Mr. Trash Dude.
No, it's the Trash Dude.
The Trash Dude.
So it's not like Mr., because Mr. would imply many. The implies there's only one Trash Dude. Although we have a Trash Dude that comes here once a week to pick up our trash as well, right? Except we call it rubbish. In England, you'd be called Rubbish Man. Rubbish Dude. Hello, Creature Features cast and crew. I discovered your show this week and while I was homesick with a flu. Love your program. I have no idea how your show has escaped me for so long. Creature Features is exactly the type of programming I search for on YouTube. I think it would be really cool to see Tangela dancing to the Classics 4 song Spooky and then blow up the phonograph with high explosives. A good time for one and all. Keep up the great work and I will catch you on the weekend. Sincerely, the Trash Dude. Right, so this has been suggested before and she doesn't really like that song. At least she changes the station when it comes on the radio, so maybe she does like it, but I don't think she'll dance to it. Will you dance to that song? See?
Let's not give her any ideas.
No, well, it's a blowing up the phonograph part that could be problematic.
That concerns me.
Next up, Mr. Livingston.
Is a package?
Oh, look at this. It's got our photograph on it. So this is so they know it's for us, right?
So can't mistake it, that's for sure.
No, that's for sure. Oh, my goodness. Look at all this. My goodness. This person.
There's also money.
Oh, there's money as well. You know, one of these days we're going to receive a box with $1 million inside. And you know what I'm going to buy?
I don't know.
A dinghy. I've always wanted a dinghy, and I'm told I cannot afford one. All right, look at this fancy note. Creature Features Mail. Dear Vincent, Tangela, and Mr. Livingston, I pray this message finds all of you doing well and frolicking happily about the Bolton Manor. No, we don't frolic, but...
One does not frolic here.
No, this is not a place to frolic. I'm a music artist from Grass Valley, California, and a fan of your past musical works as well. See, somebody listens to my music. I'm enclosing 2 copies of my most recent CD. I'm going to let you open this, love. I'm enclosing 2 copies of my most recent CD in the hopes that you will get hours of enjoyment out of them. If not, then they do make great coasters for your table. They also make wonderful frisbees as well. Remember that one bloke sent us that really bad music and we used it as a frisbee?
You used it as a frisbee.
I know. Well, I was actually trying to deliver it to John Provost's house because when the wind blows correctly, I can fling a CD and it will catch the wind and float down to his home and hopefully land on his patio without shattering.
It's like water skimming.
Yes, thank you. Myself and my team here at SE Studios love your show and love your quirky yet comedic relief on a Friday or Saturday night. Tangela is my favorite. I recently participated in a contest at my local strip club and I was able to earn a little bit of scratch for the Creature Features production team. Personally, I think you should use it to buy toys for Tangela and more bandages for Andrew. Enclosed, you'll find some money and a few Christmas gifts. Music CDs for Vincent, a monkey hand puppet for Tangela, and a couple of rechargeable flashlights for Mr. Livingston to find his way around the dark manor, and 2 Band-Aids for Andrew. Much love and respect, Robbie Spencer and the SE Studios crew. Well, thank you, Robert. And does he say where he's from? Grass Valley.
Grass Valley, California.
Now, you've been to Grass Valley, have you not?
Twice.
You know what there's lots of in Grass Valley?
Grass.
Hills.
Hills.
It's a hilly place. Because it's a valley, right? Something like that.
Give
me some mail, Mr. Livingston.
Gloucester City, New Jersey.
Gloucester, right. Tracy Presser. You know, that's a complete sentence.
That is a complete sentence.
Tracy Presser is a complete sentence. All right, here we go. What do we got? Oh, it's a handwritten note with a check. $50, 50 American dollars. This is wonderful. And it's not for you. She'll spend it on bad things. And this is a very neatly written, handwritten thing. So let's see what we got. Dear Creature Features gang, greetings and felicitations. My hubby and I recently found your show while perusing YouTube for suitable Halloween fare back in September, and it was love at first viewing. I grew up in the 70s watching the likes of Creature Double Feature and Dr. Shock's Mad Horror Theater, so when I discovered Creature Features, it felt like coming home. I believe all horror hosts need love, including Svengoolie and Joe Bob Briggs, so I hope these occasional Bobs I've heard were in jest. Now, we do joke about them quite a bit, but we do like them, right? I mean, they do this better than I do.
I've never seen them.
Well, you should watch it one time. You should know who your competition is.
I have no competition.
No, well, neither do we, because it's like an entirely different program. The only thing we have in common is we all serve movies, which you can say the same thing about Steven Spielberg and a theater operator. Could you not?
Yes.
There you go. How's that beard healing?
It's still painful.
Looks like you've got a patch missing. All right. What I love most about Creature Features is your affinity for showing cheesy made-for-TV horror movies from the 70s, which are like mother's milk to me. By the way, my hubby Ross requests you show I Was a Zombie for the FBI. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, dear.
Have you heard of this film?
No.
I Was a Zombie for the FBI, 1982. Personally, I'd rather see Escape from Bogan County, 1977. That's another one I've never heard of. Is that actually horror? It sounds like one of those what's he called? Smokey and the Bandit movies. It sounds like a Smokey and the Bandit movie. With the lovely and talented Jacqueline Smith, I'd also like to know if that adventurous vixen, Miss Tangella, ever took a field trip to the fellow Earthlings Wildlife Center in Morongo Valley. Never heard of it. I would so love to visit the Darling meerkats myself, but unfortunately I exceed the weight limit to view the compound safely. What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Thank you for providing such a wonderful show. We look forward to enjoying many more years of Creature Features. Affectionately yours, Tracy Presser, Gloucester City, New Jersey. And can you provide us with the lyrics to the CF theme song? If you watch on YouTube, just turn on
closed
captions. And then, no, there's no lyrics, though. We just show the names of the movies. That's right. We should show the names of the movies, don't show the lyrics. So I didn't know what to tell you. The lyrics are, can you feature a creature feature, creature features? Right? Something like that?
Something like that.
Next time we have Zetro on, we'll have him recite the lyrics in normal language as opposed to the singing, screaming, right?
Well, they can copy the film, the show, and then just slow it down, stop it when they transcribe it.
Yeah, he's got a point. That's how I learned how to play guitar. All right. Anyways, thank you, Tracy. Anything else?
That's it.
That is it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own by email, send it to the address you see appearing over here. Or if you'd like to send a letter with a check or a box with gifts, use the postal address you see right here. We'll be back with Andrew soon, but first let's get back to Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Honest about it, I was still burning inside from Wentworth having stolen my work. But that first day when the crew all signed on and came aboard, I realized if this whole crazy project was going to get off the ground, I'd have to put that behind me now. For reasons I can only guess at, Wentworth had put me in charge. I was their captain. And it didn't take long to see that was bound to be as much of an adventure as getting to the center of the Earth.
Don't even think about it.
Like cramming these 7 Type A gonzos in a titanium tin can for the next 6 months and keeping them from blasting holes in each other. Not that the adventure didn't have its creature comforts, but it was clear my job was going to be looking past even what Margot's whiz-bang computer could see.
Whoa.
We're outfitted for every possible circumstance that Devin could anticipate.
Hey, you know, Captain, I think I'll bunk right here.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
Who's Devin?
Sounds like a babe to me.
Digital Electroplasmic Virtual Intelligence and Navigator. Devin for short.
Good morning, Devin.
Good morning, Captain Turner. Is this the crew?
Yes, it is. This is Dr.
Testo Ishikawa, your work precedes you, Doctor. I've so looked forward to meeting you. And you, Dr. Chalmers. I hope we have time for lengthy conversation.
Indeed. She controls every system on the ship, Cecil. I wouldn't mess with her.
Devin, if you please.
The upper deck stations control the geoscience evaluation systems, while all other mechanical and operational modes, from sonic bore deployment to flying, are controlled from the flight deck. Navigation shares a redundant link with Dr. Peterson.
I had to admit, Devin gave new meaning to the word database. But I still wasn't about to just follow the bouncing ball, no matter how many megabytes she had up her sleeve. At least not when hanging 10 on the edge of an active volcano. which I knew could have the nasty habit of ignoring everyone's projections. And all the more reason to get right down to business. Step one was to have Margot familiarize our crew with the ship. Of course, knowing Lestrella, he was in a hurry to just get, well, familiar. And the truth was, Margot did seem more at home programming Devon. When it came to anything high-tech, no question, Margot was in a class by herself. But somehow she couldn't seem to cut much slack for us mere humans. Fortunately, I knew Sandy and her smile would be as good at pulling us all together as she was at scaling mountains. Not to mention the famous Dr. Tetsu Itsukawa, who had her own curious formula for uniting the crew. Oh, Margaret was right. Tetsu was first-rate as a medical officer. But she hauled all of us in for so many tests, Briggs took to calling her Marcus Welby. I don't think he meant anything by it. Hell, within the first week, Briggs had picked a nickname for most of us. So I'm sure it was just a coincidence, but when the time came for us to gather in the galley and try out some of Tessu's more bionic grub, well, for some reason, she seemed to think Briggs was the man for the job.
Meatloaf.
I'm not sure, but I don't think he ever called her Marcus Welby after that. I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to know it would be tough enough learning to get comfortable in such tight quarters without looking to rattle each other's cages. And that, I'm afraid, included Chalmers' beloved Briar number 12. Not exactly a big hit with fitness freaks like Briggs and Sandy. So I had no choice but to tell him, Cecil, where there's smoke, there's mutiny. Besides, where we were going, there was likely to be enough smoke even for his taste. And one good look at the volcano cooking outside was all it took to settle that question and remind everyone that we were training on borrowed time.
2 months, 15 days till operational readiness.
I knew Devon could keep good time, but wary of putting all our eggs in her basket, I had Margot build us a holographic navigation unit so we could eyeball our way through the inner world if it came down to that. And I started drilling with Lestrella until he could not only fly the Adventure without me, but deploy and fire the sonic bore blindfolded if necessary. I needed to be sure this ship and crew could survive, even if, for some reason, I didn't. Briggs was assigned with ship security and backup on navigation. And I told Margot to program a series of emergency drills for us, running the gamut from an onboard fire to an all-out crash. Like my uncle's Geo Explorer, the Adventure was one of a kind. And while we could guess how the ship might react if things got gnarly, what the crew would do was another story. But whether Margot and I chose well, or we just got lucky, I was glad to see they all came through it like the pros they are. And then there was the so-called Book of Knowledge. I thought I recognized a picture of it in Wentworth's office, and I was sure Chalmers could fill me in if anyone could. Well, he did one better by revealing what he claimed was an actual piece of this magical book, supposedly coughed up by Vesuvius over a century ago. And frankly, I had trouble keeping a straight face about it all, but Chalmers, well, he wasn't laughing. According to Devon, the eruption was still months off. But it didn't look that way when I go out and walk the rim alone at night. I knew this ship and crew were ready for anything. But then it never fell to me to be the captain of a mission like this before. So maybe what was troubling me was whether or not I was ready.
Dr. Chalmers, Hiram Wentworth.
Very nice to meet you. A great enthusiast of your work, Dr. Chalmers.
Hi, Mr. Wentworth. Tony Lestrella.
Mr. Lestrella.
Hi, Sandy Miller.
Charmed.
A vessel and crew worth drinking to, eh, Mr. Wentworth?
Mr. Wentworth, Bungo Champagne. One of my more favorite synthetics.
Hey, not too shabby.
I say, Doctor, well done.
A speech. A speech. Ah, Chris?
Yes, Mr. Turner. Inspire us.
The past 24 weeks haven't been easy on any of us. But your hard work and dedication have paid off. Tomorrow, we're fully operational. One final week of tests to flush out the gremlins in the system. And then we'll just sit on our hands and wait for Old Faithful to blow. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that none of us is in any danger and that everything will be smooth sailing on the journey because, well, that might not always be true. But I will say what we're doing has got to be done. The potential of what we discover could be the salvation of our planet Earth. Thermal energy sources, pure air that could revitalize our atmosphere. The good doctor here might even discover a cure for cancer and who knows what else. I am so proud to be part of it. And I couldn't have a better crew if I had handpicked every single one of you, which I did. So here's to us, and whatever lays before us, or beneath us, or whatever. We are a team, a unit. We are
The Descenders.
the Descenders.
The Descenders.
Descenders.
That's cool.
Captain Turner, I detect an unsettling development.
Well, forgive me, Devon. We didn't mean to forget you. You're much a part of this ship, or crew, as anyone. To Devon. To Devon.
Captain,
Well, don't just hang there, babe. Say something.
The volcano is about to erupt.
What?
When?
How much time?
According to my calculations, we can make it if we launch in 30 minutes.
No drill, everybody. Man your stations. Man your stations. Let's go. On the count of back in T-minus 10. Excella, we're going to full power as soon as your butt hits the seat. If anybody's got any questions, ask them on the run.
Turner, what about the systems test we needed? We can test on almost every...
I can't think of a better test than you, Doctor. Let's go, people. Put a move on. We're a minute behind already. Unless you plan on getting your hands dirty, Mr. Wentworth, I suggest you get off my ship. My ship, Mr. Turner. My ship. I love it. God, I love it. Keep an eye out. Cross your fingers. Prepare launch sequence on my mark.
Forward scanners, 5x5.
Now.
Launch code initiated. Clear the flight deck.
Jeff, give me heads-up display, eruption status, and countdown readouts.
We are in pre-programmed launch sequence, Captain.
Cancel program and transfer launch control to the helm. You read me?
Affirmative. All monitors up and active. Project full eruption in 3 minutes, and we are at T-minus 2.24 and counting.
Dr. Peterson, give me fuel and booster status.
Boosters armed and fueling.
Clear the hangar in 5 seconds, Captain.
Prepare for hydraulic lift. Preparing for lift. Activate lift.
We are now at T-minus 136 and counting.
Stand by to fire main boosters in 4 seconds. Lock in, everybody. We're going ballistic. 2,
1. Have ignition, Captain.
Now approaching optimum release angle. Ready for launch.
Come and get me if I get lost. Take this. Now you gotta go home. Someone is back.
Repeat, we are ready for launch, Captain.
Captain! Captain!
Escape velocity now 3 kilometers per second and rising.
Boy, Sonic Boom!
Heads up! Hang on! We're gonna hit! We're gonna hit!
Freaky magazine time, freaky magazine time. But first, let's talk about this film. So going into lava pits is not something I ever wanted to do as a child or a young adult. And I don't know why these people in this movie want to go into a lava pit.
We should ask Elon Musk, because Elon Musk was drilling and was big on going downwards.
What was that thing he called?
The Boring Company, which was a great name for a company, right? I mean, the Boring Company.
Right.
Elon Musk.
One who bores.
Yes.
In one or two different ways.
Right.
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 Yeah.
But
maybe we'll get him on the show next week. But today we have the wonderful Andrew Goldfarb, who is the editor-in-chief of Freaky Magazine. And this is, I was telling Livingston, this is like Mad Magazine, but maybe better. How would you describe it?
Well, I started at Mad. I was in Mad for a few issues, and Mad had some financial issues. Sometimes when you're a giant lumbering beast, you get absorbed by other big lumbering beasts.
Right.
And then those beasts answer to their shareholders in ways that are difficult, And
this is a corporate song I've heard many times.
Yeah, so it's off the newsstands now.
Right.
It still exists by subscription.
Mad Magazine.
Mad Magazine.
Right.
So Freaky was an answer for a number of us to continue on with new material.
Oh, how fun.
And so a number of the artists in Freaky were in Mad, and even Cracked, if you remember Cracked.
Oh,
which was
yes,
the
I do
competitor
remember that one.
to Mad. But it also incorporates more avant-garde and underground, bohemian sorts of things.
Some of the pictures are rather twisted. I like it. We're going to put a couple of these
It's dark.
shots
I
up.
refer to it as a weird humor magazine.
It is a weird humor magazine. Like, no, this one where the caveman has gone piddle on the fire.
Well, you're at the dawn of time. There are different directions that
like
stream of history can go.
That's
and one of them is to see that man has discovered fire and say, no, we're not having any of that. That will only lead to trouble. Next thing, you've got electricity, and you're in a situation like this.
Right. All right, so you've done so far 8 issues.
Yeah, about every 6 months, which is an interesting period of time. It sneaks up on you.
Now, could you find that at your local grocer magazine rack?
Not quite that far.
All right.
But the more offbeat,
bookstore.
Unusual, yes.
Right.
And I've got them.
Name 3.
Well, the Anarchist bookstore.
Anarchist bookstore. There's one right down the street, I think.
The San Francisco one is the one I'm thinking of. In Paris, get yourself a copy of Freaky at Falitas
in
Tattoo
Paris,
Shop.
France.
Paris, France.
All right. Those of you in Paris watching.
And in Chicago, go to Quimby's.
Quimby's. I've never seen this establishment, but I love the name.
It's full of magic beans pretending to be magazines.
Magic beans pretending to be magazines. That, I think, is going to be the most quotable thing you've said tonight. All right, so if people want to buy this online and they're not near these places...
FreakyMagazine.com. FreakyMagazine.com will bring you to Freaky Magazine.
And you can read this yourself. It's fun. Is there an electronic version?
Only a few pages. I exist mainly in the analog, but I'm going to leave some copies for your Patreon subscribers.
We're going to send a couple of these to our Patreon subscribers, courtesy of Andrew. And let's say we get back to this film.
All right, it's getting good, folks. The triangular, flat-fanged things are coming on.
Oh, no spoilers.
It's an enticement. It's a teaser.
All right, off we go. Journey to the Center of the Earth, 1993. See you soon.
You all right? Sound off. Anybody injured?
I think I'm all right.
I'm okay. Talk about a new ticket.
How bad?
Can't tell. What does Devin say?
Devin?
I detect 7 carbon-based life forms. I presume the crew is intact.
Yes, everyone survived. Get these alarms off, and then I'll need a complete damage report.
All major systems appear to be functional. The sonic bore unit is impacted but repairable. Surface communication is out. I'll need time for further determination.
Have you run self-diagnostics?
I'm battered, but not broken.
I'm gonna shut you down to sleep level for a while until I can factor out your potential for error rate.
Maybe you're right. A little rest might be just what the doctor ordered.
Devin?
I shut her down, but her data systems are available.
Can you rely on her to run an atmospheric analysis? We gotta check the hull.
Chris, Margot, I'm afraid some of the food has... Well, it's blended itself. It's ruined.
You're breaking my heart.
I should really gather some specimens.
Captain, if you don't mind me asking, what do we do now?
We compile a detailed damage report and effect whatever repairs are necessary for the continuing of the mission.
Continue the mission? Are you all blind? Mission over.
Briggs.
We're finished.
Briggs.
No, I say we get back to the
Briggs.
surface and...
At ease.
Hey, relax, all right?
According to Devin, the atmosphere is breathable.
What if she's wrong?
That's the hatch. Give me an outside camera.
Sorry for the alarm. You must come and see this, Chris. Talk about breaking through to another world.
belongs only to the center realm. If what you say is true, then bring it to me now. Just one more piece added to my own, and I would be free from this living death.
Hey, just look over here.
Briggs, take point. Lestrella, watch our backs.
Behold, the inner world.
How can there be light?
Actually, a self-suspended, subterranean bioluminescent mineral source. To be precise.
Living rock?
And maybe more than just rock. Look at that lake. Where there's water, there's life, right?
And who knows what forms of it we might find here.
Let's start by being grateful that we're still alive. All right?
I'll second that emotion.
Stunning sight if ever I saw one.
Agreed, but we won't be able to explore it unless we get started on some repairs. Turner, the ship.
Well, the design worked. No major structural breach.
Sure hope somebody popped for the insurance. What the hell was that?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Chris?
I hope you're satisfied. Both of you.
What the hell happened here?
Did I miss something?
Oh, just Briggs here, shooting up our main control link, and a few other miscellaneous but vital relays.
I was shooting at someone. Something. It was in the crew quarters.
Doing what?
I don't know what. Maybe we should check our gear, see if anything's missing.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Now, let's get this squared away. Did anybody see anything?
Just what or who were we supposed to see, Briggs? We're the only ones down here.
Yeah? Well, then who blindsided me over the back of the head? Huh? How do you explain this?
Oh, come on, man. That's nothing. Look at this.
Got one too.
Yeah, check this out. All right. Let's go. We got work to do. I trust it's repairable.
I think we can crawl. The flying might take a little doing.
Lestrella, Sandy, Briggs, you're with me. I want to set Homer.
Trying to go somewhere.
ship of theirs, but you were sent for the book.
You're out.
Do not anger me with your excuses. It is clear you must have help. Go into the maze and find Katiak of the Crocs and bring him to me. That much I know you can do.
Briggs, be cool, okay? Now listen up, everybody. Try and stay inside of the ship. We're gonna rendezvous here in 30 minutes.
Then what?
Then we eat.
Maybe I should keep an eye on her.
Not to worry. I'll go with her.
Here, this way. Oh, isn't this amazing?
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
Secure.
Activated, Captain.
All right, Homer's in place. In case we want to get back.
Just say the word. I'm ready.
Hi, my name is Anna. I live in St. Charles, Missouri. I just want to let you know that I love your Creature Feature show so much. Thank you.
Despite my previous protestation, I see a few of you have still not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet. Please, I implore of you to do so. Thank you.
Welcome back to Creature Features. If you're just joining us, you are super late. Actually, they missed so much of your presentation. It's ridiculous.
But you're at a good part with the movie now. Things are getting interesting, right? Like,
but
new
they don't know how we
layers.
got here. If they're late,
But they're in the
miss it.
center of the earth. There are days like that. You just wake up someplace strange, and you have to like just figure out, okay, I'm in a big cavernous, something, and it's all purple with smoke,
Right.
and there's the, globby triangular things. There's the guy with the tubes.
Is that the official title of those creatures, the globby triangular thing?
It's a different language
Oh.
because we saw that. They've figured out how to get, this whole language thing worked out.
Right.
Because they use it for, the new friend to the
Right.
crew that comes
Right.
on board.
All right.
They get that going. But I think some of this, just nerdy point here, it was going to be a series. But they didn't get that far.
This
so
is a
some
pilot?
of this wasn't. Yeah, some of this didn't get
Oh,
fleshed
I
out
didn't
entirely
know.
for TV movies. That's
no,
how it
well,
rolls.
that makes sense now because they were gonna work all these details out later.
Right,
in the
like the Book of Knowledge, the puzzle pieces. I'm not sure we got. Well, let's let the story unroll.
Well, I think the giant Yeti guy would have been a good character. I think he would have been the hero of the show.
Yeah, a little bit like Land of the Lost or Bigfoot and Wild Boy had some
I
of that
think if
appeal.
this had been a success, then the Happy Meal would have featured the Yeti guy.
Hairy, big things.
Right.
The world loves them.
No, they go well with hamburgers.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Yeah.
All right, well, enough about the film. Let's talk about your music, The Slow Poisoner.
Right.
This is your world debut album?
No, I've been doing this for a while, Vincent. I've played 609 performances.
609?
609. Starting in the 90s, actually. I had a band called the Slow Poisoners.
Well, I used to play music. I never counted my performances. How do you do it?
Well, I have my own website. So, I put one on, and then I'm, in a way, a lazy man. And so I just left it, and accumulated.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
Usually it's a guitar thing, but I've been experimenting.
I was wondering, what is this?
With the different acts.
It looks like a small ukulele case for an undertaker.
My friend Johnny Coffin made this case.
Johnny Coffin.
And I'm not
that's
sure.
a real person. Is that a real person?
Oh yeah, Johnny Coffin.
Johnny
He's real.
Coffin.
And he makes the coffin cases. But I think this one is actually designed for drumsticks, but I do not play the drums.
Right.
But percussion has been an interest lately. Because I picked this up from my friend Heidi of 5 Cent Coffee. You can play the chain. I'll demonstrate. In the gloom, where the lonesome thistles bloom.
I think that's unique and different.
And
you can use it as a chain.
Right. You've got a chain. And it has, there's something about performing with the chain that makes people angry. Did it make you a little?
No, it made me confused. That's all it did.
It brings up
It
feelings.
made me confused.
Yeah, and I think
it can also be used in combat.
Right.
Well,
I was at a bar
weapon.
and someone said, "Hey, you can't do that. That's a chain."
Now,
and I said, "I've got the chain."
We could say this about a guitar as well, though, right?
It's been used that way, and the bagpipes, a weapon.
No, bagpipes
designed as a weapon, though.
No, bagpipes are to repel humans.
Yeah, effective.
It's a sound. You've seen these devices they make for homes where you plug it into the wall and it's supposed to repel the mice by using a certain frequency. And I learned this from a scientist. The bagpipe does the same thing. That's why the approaching Scottish army is blowing bagpipes, because they hope their opponents will run away.
But it's a beautiful sound. Wouldn't you run to the bagpipe?
Oh, no, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not a beautiful sound at all. No, they only use them at funerals. It's a very sad thing.
It works with AC/DC.
That was a fluke. I don't know why. That's the only time in rock and roll history that bagpipes, for the song "It's a Long Way to the Top" if you want to rock and roll.
And it is. It is a long way to the top.
1974.
Yeah. But they didn't have a chain.
But what's funny about that is if you listen to the song and watch the performance, you see Bon playing bagpipes, but on the recording there must be 5 bagpipes. It's not just one. One bagpipe does not sound good. 4 bagpipes sound all right. 5 sound wonderful, and that's what they had. 5.
That's true of a lot of things. They have to be in the right number.
Drumsticks. A single drumstick cannot make music. With 2.
Same with how they feel.
That's right. What do you say we get back to this film?
Okay, yeah, it's going to get good.
Off we go to Journey to the Center of the Earth, and when we come back, we're going to talk about your Mad Magazine stint.
Okay.
All right, off we go. Bye.
What was that? He came out of that gate. Chalmers and Teshula are in there. Come on.
Just when I was starting to think Briggs might be seeing things. But it hadn't made an aggressive move since we found it.
With all due respect, Captain, are you out of your mind? First this thing breaks into the ship, then it knocks out Chalmers.
Actually, it was my fault.
It's bigger than any 2 of us, and you bring it on board ship.
You're out of order, Briggs. The creature's obviously harmless. Now stow the weapon and sit down.
Ik kan hier helemaal niets aan doen. Ik was hier toevallig in de buurt.
You understand what he's saying?
No, but it sounds similar to a Tibetan dialect found in the high Himalayas.
I can't believe this. We found the abominable snowman.
You mean like a Bigfoot?
Please, some respect. We're standing in the presence of a life form believed to be extinct, or even non-existent.
If only we could talk to it.
Try this.
A Walkman?
An AIT, Aural Impulse Transducer. It scans the incoming sounds for patterns of intelligent communication and translates them into something maybe we can understand. I didn't get a chance to test it before we left, so don't expect any miracles.
Who
are you? Works.
How did you get here?
Keep talking. It adjusts for pitch.
How did you get here?
We came here through a volcano in this ship to explore beneath the surface of the Earth. Are there more like you?
I am of a race that lives within this planet.
Where do you live? Where are your people?
I live here, in the maze.
The maze?
I think he's referring to the puzzle of the deep. According to ancient mystics, a portion of the inner world is a tangled web of passages that constantly shift and change direction.
Please, Mr. Chalmers, this is no time for hocus-pocus theories.
Oh, really?
But it is not by chance that I dwell alone in the maze. I must tell you of my crime.
I knew it. It was him that tagged me on the ship. What were you trying to steal?
Briggs. Enough. Sit down.
Just let him talk.
My people are a gentle race. We live by 2 commandments. The first one is no harm. We cannot hurt any living thing. But we also live at the hand of fate. It is forbidden to interfere with it in any way. Even saving a life is taboo. A girl was playing at the bottom of a rocky slope. The stones gave way. I grabbed her, saving her life. It just happened. I saw the boulder. I grabbed the girl. I don't know what came over me. It is for this that I was banished to the maze. I shame you with my presence.
No. On the surface, we consider the saving of a life to be a sacred act. Your deed was one of profound courage.
You are jesting.
No, it's true.
Hear me, creature. There are strangers among us now. Come in a great ship from the overworld to destroy you all. But do as I command, and your people will live. Soon I will cause this great ship of theirs to become lost, Katiak, and then you and your warriors will find them.
Before we theorize on the future, perhaps we should make decisions about the immediate, such as what to do with your friend here.
You know my vote.
I say we video it, take some blood and tissue samples, and put it back.
I think he'd make an invaluable addition to the crew.
I agree.
We can't take on everything we find down here. This isn't Noah's Ark.
She's right. We know nothing about this thing. It could be a man-eater.
My people are vegetarian.
It's even worse. It's a liberal.
Would you like to join us? Become part of our team?
Yeah.
Well, now that that's settled, what do they call you at home, big guy?
What is your name? How do others recognize you?
My sounds. We are each given one at birth. Mine is...
Pinto. Oh, Bob's good.
Bubba, Ed, Jack, Bob, anything.
How's Rocky?
George.
Chalmers, you found him, you name him.
Well, it is a name I always wished my parents had called me.
Yeah, the name like Cecil, I'm not surprised.
What is it, Chalmers?
Daedalus. Daedalus is the Greek god of labyrinths and mazes. Father of Icarus. Everybody, say hello to Daedalus.
Yeah, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Daedalus. Daedal, Dallas. Dallas. Yeah.
That's close enough for me. Dallas?
Welcome to the crew.
All right, let's run your checks, people. We're going mobile. Tony, we're going to want a tractor clear of this debris. Pick it around. 180 hard right. Aye, aye, Captain. Briggs, initiate forward scanner. Margot, set Devon to standby and activate holograph navigation. Scanner up.
Setting Devon to standby and HG navigation activated.
Okay, let's truck her out of here, Estrella. Tread circles on and roll. Devon, prepare to fire main engines in maximum lift mode.
Firing sequence engaged and active controls counter. Engines on.
Scanner clear for liftoff in 3 seconds. Activate side thrusters at full, Estrella. Side thrusters on. Devon?
We have liftoff.
Steady she goes, Tony. All right, Margot. Find us a course out of here.
Looks like there's an opening to another cavern. Bearing 227.
227. I got it. Scanner's good for clear. It'll be a mile, maybe more.
And a rough start for all of us. But my uncle had been right. There was an inner world. And even at a crawl, I was determined to give it our best shot. I knew Briggs was against keeping Dallas. But for all our high-tech toys, the truth was we were flying blind. And if Dallas could help us get through this maze, then it was worth the risk. But then who or what really did attack Briggs back there? And why?
Scanner shows us clear for that passage. High and to the... Wait, check that.
What the?
That's impossible. It's sealing itself off.
And damn fast, too.
Sonic 4 was operational. We can blast our way out.
Full reverse. We're out of here. Reversing engines now. Devon, you got some way to analyze this. Just feel free to jump in any time here.
Processing now, Captain.
Wait, Chris. Kill that reverse, man. And check your aft monitors. Look! It's closing off.
Devon?
Hull sensors indicate the passageway is now constricting on all sides.
Is she saying we're going to be crushed?
Extend hull stabilizers. Now! Stabilizers extending. Maximum reach. Divert power from main engines to stabilizers and cut off side thrusters. Do it, Estrella. Briggs, buckle in. Everybody brace yourselves.
Devon, can you give me a hull pressure readout?
Hull pressure now at 12,000 pounds and rising. Pressure now at 18,000 and still rising.
Marco, what's our maximum?
That was the maximum.
We're not gonna make it.
Anticipate hull collapse in 30 seconds. 29, 28.
Devon, drop ballast and increase internal air pressure.
Negative, Captain. Circuits not responding.
Do not fear the way. It will end soon.
We're gonna die. He's saying we're gonna die.
No. The way of the maze. Path closed, path open.
What the hell's he talking about?
Transfer full power back to main engines and prepare to release the stabilizers on my mark. Thrusters, Estrella. Vectoring thrusters now.
We don't know if we can clear that, Turner.
We can't stay here. Mark! Releasing stabilizers. Now a head full for 30 meters at 90 degrees. Hard to port when I holler. Got it! Turn it, Estrella! Hard to port! 90 degrees! Briggs?
The opening's expanding, but I can't tell you we're gonna fit.
Devon!
Pressure now at 19,000, Captain. But if kept at full power, the engine vibrations will cause a hull rupture in 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6...
Make a braking turn to starboard and cut engines to 1/3. Turning to starboard!
Hull rupture in 4 seconds.
Have a power, Lestrella! I get it! Switch the jams on full!
Rupture in 3 seconds.
Devin, reverse engine, now!
The cap.
Just do it!
Reversing engine. Negative. Blowback failsafe triggered full engine shutdown.
Yes. And the hull?
Vibrations falling back within normal tolerances. No rupture.
Nice move. Way to go, guys!
Devin, restart engines, power to 1/3. And when Briggs says it's clear, prepare to take the helm. Oh, and thanks for listening.
Anytime, Captain.
Now that they fear the maze, their ship will keep to the Great Canyon even as it brings them closer. Go and silence the voice they left to call them back before I give them to the Krog.
Scanner shows we got a clear channel for as far as it can see, Captain.
All right, then I want you all to grab some rest while we got the chance. I'll keep watch up here.
I was hoping without the crew around, I could think through what had happened. One instant, this world seemed to want us by the throat, and the next, it was as gentle and amazing as Dallas. But was it really this world, or was there something else I just couldn't see yet?
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, quite. What's your heading?
What's your hurry? Enjoy the...
Mr. Turner, do I have to remind you that at this moment we have lost all relays with our base above?
She had a lousy way of saying it, but I guess that meant Margot was scared of something, too.
What did I do? Did I say anything?
What the? No! I've lost Homer.
So have I.
We better go back.
I miss a chance to maybe find out who's been after us since we landed?
After us? Turner, you don't think...
I don't think it's safe to assume our problems are just happening at random, Doctor. Look, just keep us on this course for now and tell the crew break time is over. I want everyone back up on the bridge.
Yes, the invaders draw close. I can feel the presence of the book within their ship now. Then it is time for their journey to end in the fires of the Krog.
Continue bearing on course 195 for... No, wait! Something's...
Full stop! Full stop! I see it! Reverse forward thrusters, Lestrella. Let's try and put down on that shelf we just passed before this cavern shifts anymore.
Roger, Captain. Reversing and preparing to land.
All right, full stop. Ease her down. Landing sequence engaged.
Reducing main engines to 1/8 and beginning descent at 15 meters per second.
Switching forward scanners to ground view.
Touchdown in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We have touchdown.
Margot, as soon as we're secured, I want the sonic bore back in operation. If these walls get pushy, I'd like to know we can push back. The rest of you come out with me. I want to check our antenna to Homer. Now, let's hope it's only the antenna. Sandy, let's drill it. Check it out. Briggs, keep an eye out. Briggs, be cool, all right?
If I could offer my assistance?
It's not needed.
Oh, really?
What possible help could you be to me, Mr. Chalmers?
Well, let's see. I should remind you I have doctorates in electromagnetic theory, charmed quark physics, and applied systems engineering, along with advanced degrees in 18 other varied subjects. Voila. Care to close, Doctor?
Listen, Professor, I need to say something to you. I apologize.
Whatever for?
I've always rejected anything or anyone connected with the supernatural, and it's affected the way I thought of you.
My dear Miss Peterson, you're simply confused. Let me explain it this way. I believe that science and magic represent mankind's highest aspirations. While at first they seem like opposing forces, at some point, their paths converge.
All right, come on, everybody, bring it in. Let's go.
My God, look!
Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
My people are familiar with these beasts.
What are they?
If I'm not mistaken, they're troglodytes. Evolutionary transition from ape to man. Some of the species must have found an amiable environment below the surface, thereby avoiding extinction.
You mean missing links? Speaking of missing links, where's Tony?
Estrella?
This is the scientific chance of a lifetime.
Side on. Estrella!
We have to gather data on these creatures. It could prove invaluable in our search for habitability.
Estrella! Estrella! Look at this.
Wait. Hold it. Just stay here.
I've got the uncomfortable feeling they've already made contact. All right. Margaret, run a geostability scan. I'm going after him.
Devin, I need you to run a geostructural analysis of the surrounding area. We might have to be here for a while.
There is a disturbing number of serious deep-level geostructural faults in the immediate area. I do not suggest remaining here for more than 2 hours. Even that may be pushing it.
I'll let the captain know.
Let me go with you, Cap.
No, I need you here. They need you here. Besides, when we find Estrella, Chalmers here is the only one who might be able to talk them into giving him back.
Devin says 2 hours, maximum.
Well then, if we're not back in 2 hours or haven't made radio contact, you do whatever you have to save the adventure.
What?
I say, Chris, is that absolutely necessary?
For the good of the many, Professor. Yep, Captain. That's an order. You clear?
Looks like we're not the first.
Not even close.
My God, Chris, look at this. This might be their history. How they came to dwell below the surface. Through a volcano.
Uncle Jim was right.
Look, there's more. It would appear the Trogs don't like visitors.
My God, you don't think Estrella is...
I'll try and talk to them.
Said so? Guaranteed they know how to use these things.
Then what do we do now?
Well, I'll let you know what I think of it.
Repeat. Access not authorized.
Dallas?
It's cold in here.
We have to keep it cool to protect the computer system.
I do not mean that kind of cold. My people are used to that. I am talking about the woman who lives within this wall. She has no heart.
What do you suppose that was all about?
Maybe he meant Devin?
How long have they been out?
A little over an hour.
Forget this. I'm going after them.
Sit down and relax, Mr. Briggs. It's an order.
Captain? Chalmers, Tony. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's more than I can say for the company.
They're offering us food. Always a good sign. Let's sit.
Chris, do you read me? Over. Dr. Chalmers, this is Margot. Come in, please. Over.
Anything?
No. They still got 20 minutes.
Oh, God. I can't eat any more of this crap.
Force yourself. Smile. They want to have us for dinner.
Well, why are they feeding us now?
You don't understand. They're fattening us up. They are having us for dinner.
What?
Only 3. animal! Silence, animal! Don't talk to me, you white-furred demons! I am the demon you must fear. Damn you! No, let him go for now. But see to it the ship is watched. I must think.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Oh, welcome back. So, this movie, this big blob on the wall, he seems to be some kind of controlling entity of some kind.
Yeah, it's hard to say quite where that's going, but wherever you're going...
No spoilers.
They're traveling in a giant screwdriver. It's like a big flat-headed screwdriver.
A screw or a screwdriver?
It's like a chisel.
A chisel.
Like a big chisel. Well, I guess that makes sense. If you're going into the earth, you want a big chisel, right?
Right. But who's driving the hammer?
And who's singing the song, right?
Right.
You need a melody.
That's right. No, if this is a different movie, they'd be singing something like, "Here we go in my beautiful balloon." But you cannot say that about an underground film now, can you?
You could say, "Down, down, we screw ourselves down."
All right. No, that works for me. Mad Magazine.
Yes.
This is wonderful. I've never seen one so colorful.
They grew more florid and fluorescent towards the end. You know, I think that may be what
both
did them
wonderful
in.
And bizarre.
It
does not seem like the Mad Magazine that I knew. But you know, there's a lot more work in this. And you did Hot Horror Planet.
Yeah.
We're going to put a big one up. Hot Horror Planet. This was your entry on this issue.
Yeah, I was in a few of them.
So this is the kind of art you do.
Yeah,
this
some
is your
cartooning.
style.
Yes,
This
that
is your
was
style, right.
that was my work.
I love
You know,
it.
and it features my creation, Weird Beard, which also shows up in the annual Mad Holiday Special.
And Weird Beard is a self-entity of a beard.
Yeah, it's just a floating beard. You know what I mean?
that's
Like
nice.
Sometimes the beard's got to go, and then once it sprouts its own eyeballs, it really can write its own ticket.
No, that's an interesting aspect.
Like, where did your beard go? It could be out there.
I cannot grow a beard.
It may just, it may just be gone.
I tried to grow a beard, and I get like 4 angry hairs on my chin. That's it.
4 angry hairs.
Right.
That's a comic strip. That's a comic strip.
No, about rabbits, right?
Maybe both, right? Like
Right.
tiny bunnies living on your chin. Wouldn't that be
Tiny bunnies that
amazing?
cannot
They would
grow
multiply.
beards. Wow.
Maybe that's how this works.
He's a creative bloke.
If you have tiny bunnies making your chin hairs, your whiskers, right?
Right.
They would
And
multiply.
They all hold hands and
Yeah.
make a beard. No, that's quite
It's like a
concept.
little Easter special on
It could be
your
like
face.
a microscopic adventure type show.
Happening right now as we
That's right.
speak.
All right, so you did this for how long, Mad Magazine?
That was for 3 or 4 issues,
Nice.
and they then left the newsstands, and that's when
That's
I
too bad.
pulled
But
up
you
Freaky,
say they're
I'm
still
st-
available online.
They are still doing subscription, mostly reprint, but I am
Right.
in the annual holiday special, so
Nice.
around Christmas time.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, Christmas issues are always good at Mad Magazine, right?
Yeah, because that's when Santa loses a tooth.
You know, we had Santa in that very seat recently.
I felt a little tingle.
No,
and I was going to say that this
He's
is
the
very
actual Santa.
comfortable.
People always think we got a mole Santa. We got the actual Santa here.
I think you could get anything here you want. It seems like a
No.
very fertile environment.
No, we cannot get pizza deliveries because the pizza man refuses to come up the road. He's been frightened once or twice. All right, what do you say we get back to this film? And I think it's time to wrap it up, right?
It's going to get smoky. In the 90s, it's Purple Smoke.
Purple Smoke is it's a good
92% of the film.
No, that was something that inspired Prince, or the artist formerly known as
it's
Prince.
actually probably Prince-derived. The 80s, Prince led to the 90s TV horror film production.
No, he was talented. All right, off we go. Journey to the Center of the Earth. We will see you on the other side of the credits. Don't go away, because if we come back from the credits and you're not there, we're going to be quite sad, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Well?
Well, what, Mr. Briggs?
We just gonna leave him out there or what?
I don't know about you, but I had a real hard time understanding the captain's last order.
You know, I couldn't make it out either.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thing.
I heard him. He said, if we're not back within 2 hours, we're supposed to leave without him. Ooh.
Gear up. We're going after him.
You stay here.
Oh, I think we should take him with us. He would make an excellent guide.
I like it. Devin, I'm putting you on full security alert.
What are you doing?
You gear up, I gear down.
Yeah, whatever.
Security program loading now. Now activating ship security. Warning, main hatch closing and hull electrified at 500 megawatts.
What does this mean?
It means trouble. Come on, let's go. Go.
Cities as I thought. The others follow. And the book. Their spirit keeps guard over it within their ship and prevents our entry. Then quickly, bring Katia back so I can warn them of their approach.
No way. Nothing there.
So where are they?
They may have gone through that passageway beyond.
What damn passageway?
The one beneath the boulder.
Come on.
You don't feel it? The path. It's still warm.
But it's a dead end.
No. Look further. There.
Get up. Lights out. They're ugly. They ain't stupid. They got sentries all over the place. We gotta find a way over that ridge.
him alive.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's one more thing. They've got these two big stone heads. They look just like Dallas.
Frogs are deathly afraid of my people. They think we are demons.
How come it's like pulling teeth to get anything out of you?
Oh,
Miller, help me rig a harness and tackle for the big guy.
You got it.
Worthless slime. You were told to bring him, not kill him. He's useless to me now. Go. Tell me if the Krog have taken the others. Quickly. For 3 millennia, I have been left to suffer in this hell. But freedom reaches for me now. Why are you doing this?
Because you're going to help us get our friends out of there.
Huh?
Strap you in a cradle. Hang you on a roller. Sail you across the rope. Fly over the trawler links. Scare the hell out of them. They run for cover. We duck in and grab the captain and the others.
Oh, that's sick.
Good. Go ahead and puke. That'll scare them even more.
Don't you see? I can't.
You either do it on a rope, or you do it free fall. It's all the same to me.
We won't allow any threats.
I've seen guys like him. They just need to be convinced.
You've seen guys like him? I don't think so, Briggs. I thought we were your friends.
My first.
Then why won't you help us? We believe that a friend is more important than any law.
You get straight over the village, drop these. They detonate on impact.
No harm.
It won't hurt anyone, Dallas. They're just fireworks.
Yeah, you'll be the bright spot of their day. You ready?
No!
Good. Give him hell, big guy.
Escaped. I don't care how, damn you! But they run for their ship, yes.
Okay, big guy. Let's find some cover. Come on.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Stay tuned. I imagine you are becoming almost as tired of seeing me as I am of making these messages. Please subscribe.
Okay, big guy, do your thing.
That's no way to treat a demon.
Great.
They cannot be allowed to leave. I have no choice now. Prepare yourselves to ensure my return. I can venture from here for no more than a handful of minutes, but I must have their piece of the book.
Damn! Guns jammed.
They still come for us.
Come on, Dad. Let's get out of here, man. Go! Let's go!
It is time. Go now, all of you, and be there when I call.
Devin, initiate emergency takeoff protocol. Let's get this thing in the air.
Roger. Side thrusters going to full.
ELIC protocol engaged. Main engines firing in 8 seconds.
Margot, Briggs.
Activating HG navigation now, Captain.
Scanners up and sweeping.
We have ignition on all main engines. Prepare for liftoff in 10 seconds. 9, 8.
Time to strap yourselves in, people.
4, 3, 2. We have liftoff, Captain.
Assume stable hover at 18 meters and prepare for level flight.
Approaching stable hover. 18
You're
meters.
clear to take it out that hole you threw to get us out, Captain.
Ahead 1/4 and turn us to port. 12 degrees.
Engines ahead at 2.5 V, Captain.
You're bearing 169 just below that cliff ahead, little fella.
Danger. Forward hull anomaly. Primary grid overloading. Circuit relay failure imminent. Initiating fire control system.
My book! Give me your piece of the book. I beg you.
Light support reaching critical.
Somebody want to tell me who or what the hell that just was?
Well, I can't swear to it, but I think that's who's been hounding us since we got here. I think this is why.
For this? But what is it?
That piece is only a small part of the book of knowledge.
Doesn't look like a book.
More like a puzzle, really. It's a cosmic force that makes the Holy Grail pale into insignificance. Just before the demise of Atlantis, high priests of the city used a craft to descend into a volcano. Sound familiar? Mythology states that the priests then built, deep within the earth, the legendary library of Atlantis.
A library?
Probably destroyed. What we saw were only a few pieces of the puzzle. It's a spiritual circuit board of sorts. Contains a mystical energy that could enlighten mankind. However, if it were to fall into the wrong hands, it could be a source of evil power. Could enslave the human race forever.
He wasn't lying.
Who?
Wentworth. He knew all about this puzzle. I was supposed to let him know if we found it.
Looks like your billionaire has a hidden agenda. World dominion, if you will.
How many of these pieces are there?
No way of knowing till they're all assembled. It's based on a technology that doesn't yet exist. Or rather, used to. It was lost with Atlantis. It's a crossing point. The bridge from this world, with its finite knowledge, to the next one. To the infinite.
So, it must store...
If I'm not mistaken, combination to the maze.
Without it, we may never get out of here.
I know this journey has not been a smooth one. There's not one of us who hasn't had second thoughts, fears about what may lay ahead. But down here, we and only we control our destiny. Our strength is in us as one. And as one, we will survive.
Let's do it.
With you, Captain.
Devon, status and helm control, if you please.
Maintaining level flight at 50 meters. Forward scanners read all clear, and the helm is yours now, Captain.
Full ahead, Lestrella. Forward. Ever forward. I guess it wasn't until then I realized there exists a strange and unknown place like this in all of us. For me, it was becoming captain. But I'd looked into that darkness now and seen more than I ever thought possible. And the journey was just beginning.
Off to other adventures that will never happen. It's kind of sad. Where in God's name is Tangella?
She drove off in the Mercedes. I'm not sure where.
My Mercedes she took off in.
Yes.
I did not give her either permission nor the keys to that vehicle.
That has never stopped her before.
He's right about that. All right. Well, you do. What do you think of the magazine?
It's a rather odd sense of humor.
That's a compliment from him.
I appreciate that, Livingston.
No. Typically, he would say it is rubbish and not worth the paper it is printed on. He said that to a guest once, and he's saying your thing is interesting. So he likes your magazine. Anyways, welcome back. That was the end of Journey to the Center of the Earth. And now I can see why it did not become a regular show.
It is such high hopes. There's
Right.
optimism. You know, the
There was.
maroon outfits just say we have something to offer. But
No,
in
the maroon
not
was
enough.
good, but I
Yeah.
think they were marooned
It's-
under the earth.
That's a good point.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
sad. So we'll show this movie again in 7 years, right?
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. Maybe we'll show it in 7 years. Maybe we'll show it in 6. Maybe we'll never show it again. We never know. Good thing you watched it tonight, though. Anyways, what's next for you, Mr. Andrew?
Well, I'm doing a streaming show on the YouTubes.
Nice.
It's like a children's show, but, twisted.
Twisted children's show.
Yeah. And you can find that at theslowpoisoner.com.
Theslowpoisoner.com.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a fun thing. Is it educational?
No, not at all.
It's not?
No. The values are sordid and disturbing.
Oh, for
it's
children?
like Pee-wee by way of David Lynch.
Oh, all right. But it's all. It sounds like something Tangela might watch.
I think so.
No,
I
what a
think
silly
Tangela
girl.
would
She
like
drove
it,
off in a Mercedes. I bet you she went down to get some tofu.
Perhaps.
No, she told me she had. She was feeling a bit peckish for tofu, so I think she went down. Maybe she'll bring back some for all of us, right?
Oh, I hope not.
So you're doing that, and then publishing more issues of Freaky, right?
And more songs with the chain.
Nice.
No,
chain songs are good.
Yeah.
You should get several other musicians who do the same thing and start a chain gang.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dear.
No,
that would
be good.
No one would mess with us.
No, that's a sound.
We could play biker bars.
Biker bars?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. No, biker bars can be entertaining if you drive a bike, like an actual bicycle, right?
And they have chains.
Motorcycle.
Also with chains.
With chains. Motorcycle or bicycle chain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is getting silly. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much, Andrew, for coming up to see us.
Well, it's my pleasure. It's lovely to be here.
It's lovely to have you here, and it was lovely to hear about all this stuff. And you got a compliment from Livingston, which is unique.
It means a lot coming from you,
it is.
Livingston.
It is.
I appreciate it.
And as far as you guys go, thank you so much for watching the program tonight. We know you could have been sleeping or doing something more productive than watching our silly show, but you stayed with us, and for that reason, we love you. We'll see you next week. Different movie, different guests. Don't know who, don't know what, but it'll be fun. See you then. So, Andrew, I'm thinking with this wonderful magazine of yours, perhaps you might consider doing a panel about our home here in Bodega Bay.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea, Vincent, but don't you think it would be for the birds?